Hey, you! I need you to hit the subscribe button below.
So now I want to ask you, what are y'all out here doing today?
Pretty much, we just out here taking a walk with each other right now, just talking.
Okay. Is this your spouse?
Yes, this is actually my soon-to-be wife.
Soon-to-be wife. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay. So now, come around, sir. Come around, sir. So now, are you familiar with marriage and a righteous marriage in the eyesight of God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So now, what are the first steps to marriage? What would you say?
Well, we are here for
Let me get this.
Exploitation, man. It takes.
What would you say the first steps of marriage?
Learn first. You gotta learn.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
As in, what you mean?
Well, let me ask you this first. Have y'all laid down together yet? Like sex?
Oh.
I'm trying to keep it PG.
Yeah.
Y'all have already, right? Okay, so good. So, yeah, let me get Exodus 22 and 16. So now, she said she's your soon-to-be, so y'all plan on getting married in the future. Okay, but now that took place, you know, the intercourse part, now this is what God commands you to do. Go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed.
So there was a point in time when she wasn't promised to another man. You enticed her, you said the right words to her, that brought y'all together. Go ahead.
And lie with her.
So you lie with her, you lay down, have intercourse with her in the same bed. Go ahead.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Guess what, my sister? You make sure this man marries you. Okay? Because guess what? No whores are the daughter of Israel. Let me get that. Because guess what? You know, a lot of times we have the one-night stands, and I'm not saying that that's what y'all doing, but we know it's happens a lot in the Black and Hispanic communities. That's why we have single-parent households, because guess what? The man and the woman, they get into an argument, and then boom, and he never got the chance to marry her, but he laid down with her. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want that to happen to you. We don't want that to happen to you. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
So when we lay down with our sisters, that's what we're making them. If we lay down with them continually and choose not to get married with them, you know, because before I was with my wife for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't married because I didn't know that it was a commandment. But now I had to get the paperwork, the right documentation. Let me get that next, the paperwork. So we don't want to make whores of our sisters, because I'm sure. Do you love her?
Yeah, very much.
All praises, and she loves you. Okay, so y'all just got to make that next step. What you have to do now, I'm going to show you what you have to do, so that way you can make sure that prove to God, not prove to me, or not prove to America, prove to God that this woman belongs to you. Okay, watch this.
The book of Tobit, chapter 7 and verse 13. Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came to her father, and he took her by the hand and gave her to be wife to Tobias, saying, Behold, take her after the law of Moses, and lead her away to thy father. And he blessed him, and called Edna his wife, and took paper, and did write an instrument of covenants, and sealed it.
He took paper and write an instruments of covenants. What's another word for that today?
Covenant?
Another word for the instruments of covenant that's detailed on a piece of paper. Before you get married, what is it? It's called a marriage what? Certificate. Marriage certificate. Marriage license. Right. Where you go to the clerk of court, okay? It's very inexpensive, you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is go to the clerk of court with your wife, get that paper, and they mail you a marriage license. That's when you're officially married. You know what I'm saying? So are those planned to be your next steps? Okay. And y'all don't have children or nothing, right? Okay, good. So now let's get into some laws. Let's get into some laws that we have to do. Okay. So first, we're gonna get a law for the man and the woman. Okay. Let me get Deuteronomy 22 and 5. All right. So there's a certain way, because remember, God gives us laws on the Sabbath day, the things we should eat, the things we shouldn't eat. So now this is one of the laws for the men and the women. Okay? Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So, when you go to the bathroom, my sis, which one do you go to?
Obviously the one with the skirt.
The one with the skirt, right? So read that one more time.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So now, you probably didn't know this, but God says he doesn't want his women wearing pants. You know what I'm saying? That's a commandment, you know? And we may not have known, she may not have known, you know? So what you can start doing as a form of repentance, start buying some dresses. You know what I'm saying? And little by little, you could get rid of the pants. Start buying some dresses. Because now, and I'm going to tell you, like, sometimes women wear leggings if it's cold outside, but those leggings go underneath the dress. It can't be exposed out here to all these men and all these people. You know what I'm saying? So the woman shall not wear that which pertains unto a man, which is pants, okay? Now you got something for the men.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Now I'm going to ask you a silly question. Which bathroom do you go into? The men's room, right? Because one has the image of a dress, the other one doesn't. Now God also says us, his sons of God, his powerful men of God, are not allowed to wear dresses. And we see that all the time, you know, with Medea, Tyler Perry, and we look at it like it's comedy, but God ain't laughing at that thing. You know what I'm saying? God hates that thing, okay? And I'm going to prove to you that he hates it. Go ahead.
For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
15:13. It's about 15:13. So now let's see how God feels about abomination. Now, you know, pretty much, is abomination something good or something bad? Something bad, right? It's a high level of disgust. So God is going to let us know how he feels when his daughters of Sarah wear pants and when his mighty sons of God wear dresses. All right? Come on.
The book of Sirach, chapter 15 and verse 13. The Lord hateth all abomination.
The Lord what?
The Lord hateth all abomination.
Now, we've been taught that God doesn't hate. That's what we've been taught. But God is letting us know that there's certain things that God loves, and there's also certain things that God hates. God hates it when his people cross-dress. Right. He wants his women wearing dresses, and he wants his men wearing pants. You know what I'm saying? That's a commandment. So do you feel that's something that you could start doing?
Yeah.
You know, you could start buying your wife some dresses. You know, I know it may be a hard pill to swallow at first. You know what I'm saying? I know she don't want to look. But let me get 1 John. If you love me, 14:15. All right. So now we gotta and it's up to you to be Lord over your house and teach your wife. You know what I'm saying? So if you love God, this is something that you have to do. Because I'm gonna ask you, do you love God? I'm sure you do. I'm sure. But we just haven't been taught properly on how to properly love God. We've been lied to. Hey, you hit it right on the head. Come on.
The book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
So that's simple. Christ said, if you love me, keep my commandments. So now if we read it the opposite way, if you don't love me, that means you're not keeping the commandments. You know what I'm saying? So read it one more time.
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
That's something very simple. Now I'm gonna get another commandment for you, fringes. Yeah. So now this is another commandment that we have to do. Okay. So we went over the dress code. We went over the Sabbath day. Okay. So now we're gonna get into what your soon-to-be wife has to wear at the bottom of her dresses and what you have to wear on your t-shirts. Okay.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
So Moses is speaking to Israel. He says, bid them means command them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments. So this is what you see right here, fringes. Okay? This is what we call fringes. Go ahead.
Throughout their generations.
So throughout their generations, do we keep generating as a people? So that means forever we got to wear fringes. Go ahead.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So that's what you see right here. You see the ribbon of blue right here. This is a navy blue. Okay. If you want to wear a royal blue or a sky blue, as long as it's the color blue, okay, and you can get different color fringes to match your outfit, but the borders have to be blue. Does that make sense? And this is the purpose of it.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
So that's the purpose of why we wear the fringes, so we could look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord. Because that's why God said remember the Sabbath day, because God already knew there was going to be a point of time where his people forget the Sabbath day. There was going to be a point of time where his people forget the commandments. So that's why we have these fringes as a reminder. So when we are enticed to go buy something on the Sabbath day, we grab our fringes, say, no, God says I can't do that. You remember Nehemiah 10:31. You remember Exodus 35:3. You remember Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what God commands us to do.
He used to scream black power while Haran was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.